this is kind of boring, I know, but it's a little tedious job we have to do every month. What would you call it?
I don't know, our monthly ritual for doing our pills. And I think what we have here really is nothing that's pill oriented. It's like for beads.
I found this little bead thing. This is a DIY you can do.
Yeah. Thank God for insurance.
I'm just going to empty my bag because... So this is Ritalin, and I take that for my psychiatric health.
Alfuzosin. I think this is the one that helps me pee in the middle of the night.
I have daytime and evening pills. So now I'm going to throw in my metoprolol. Is that how you say it? Metoprolol?
Yeah, this one's really hard to say.
heart.
Mine changed. I don't take metoprolol anymore. I take something called propanol.
Oh, right. You did change on that.
And I changed to propanol because I have this weird tremor. So it's problematic in 3 situations in my life. If you have a trimmer that does this all the time, one is that he's always thinking I'm saying no to him. So the other time that it is problematic is when I get my hair cut. Poor barber has to kind of anticipate when my head is going to go one direction or the other, and then he makes his clip. But the funniest problem that my head shake causes, if I'm like out in a bar or something and I see a guy across the room who's kind of cute, checking me out, I'm looking over him and I'm looking at him, and he sees me like shake my head, and if he's a kind of a jerk, he'll walk over and says, "Well, I'm not into you either." So then I have to explain that my head has a tremor.
So I was diagnosed with bipolar about 10 years ago. I was given this doctor who immediately was able to quell this craziness was going on, and a craziness that I had never seen in myself, nor had I any control over whatsoever. So I was very grateful to him, but he also was very much of an over-medicating doctor. So I got a lot of medications from him. Then I had to switch doctors because of insurance. And then I went to another doctor, and then I had to go to a clinic. And I switched doctors so often that I found out that I, on average, had a new doctor every year.
That went on for like 10 years, right?
Oh, for 10 years. So if you go to a different doctor once a year, and each year that doctor changes all your medications, you do not have a sustained treatment. And I will tell you that with my treatment in the last 4 years, which has been primarily with the same doctor now, it has completely changed my life in terms of my depression and my bipolar. So I've been on a lot. I don't know if I could tell you all the drugs I've been on. I've taken a lot of benzos, gabapentin, vilazodone, Vyvanse.
Did you follow that?
So I've actually been on a lot that I don't really even know if I can name all of them that I've been on.
I mean, we're looking at like, well, you know this, thousands and thousands of dollars. Certainly when we met 25 years ago, you didn't need these meds. We made a commitment to grow up together. We made a commitment to appreciate the growth, or sometimes it's not always growth. I don't know. Had the bipolar surfaced at an earlier time, like the day before we met, and all of those psychotic episodes happened in the next 24 hours, I might have had second thoughts.
That would have been such a good rom-com.
But they just, and my gosh, that I've had my own kind of moments that I've had to deal with. We all carry our baggage. As my favorite young singer, Broadway star Ben Platt would say,
he would say,
we just grow as we go.
We
just grow as we go. That all by itself describes why we're still here. Oh my God, are you tired of watching us do these pills yet? We were saving the granddaddy for last, the lifesaver. We haven't talked about this yet, but we are both HIV positive. I don't know that I take most of these pills because I have HIV. I think I probably take most of these pills just because I'm 62. We've been HIV positive for about 20 years. And our meds have changed over those 20 years quite a bit.
Who has the higher T cells?
We're consistent on taking our meds, so we always stay undetectable.
I have the higher T cells.
Undetectable means that we are not infectious. So that's really important to know. You can read about that at the CDC.
That's true. The T cells don't mean as much, but mine are 12 to 1500 in case anybody was wondering.
There is the pill that keeps me alive.
There we go.
You remember when we seroconverted, like in 2000?
Yes.
It was certainly after the cocktail came out. It was certainly after people weren't dying as often as they were earlier than that. So we were pretty lucky at the time that we converted that we didn't ever have to take any experimental drugs. But I remember when we first started taking the drugs for our HIV, we would have this little quiet 15-second, 30-second moment with our drugs before we ever took them, hoping that they were going to work. And I think you still do that, don't you?
Why do you do this to me?
There's always that little hope
Eloquence
of
again.
gratitude that they're going to work.
The things that are keeping me alive are the things that are poisoning me to death. I mean, I had to switch off of my Truvada because the Truvada was making my kidneys go to kidney stage 3. You know, that's not the healthiest place for them to be, for sure. Only reason that I take these pills every day are because the ache I would feel for him to lose me. And I can't give that to him, ever, if I can help it. He's been so helpful to me.
So you know I'm trying to think of something funny right now.
You don't have to be funny every minute.
I know.
Oh, what was that all about? Oh, isn't it adorable?
They are pretty to look at. Look at
Once
this.
they get all in there, yeah.
Yeah, look at this little rainbow of colors. I think that's part of the marketing, isn't it? Look at that. Look how pretty that is. You've got your greens, your purples, your yellows, your grays, 2 shades of gray. And then we have a maraca.
The rainforest. Oh, that's the rainforest. Ah.
All right.